Going on, everybody? I'm gonna hold off and let some people join. I don't know how good this camera work's gonna be, but we are working on that. We're gonna turn that over there into venison jerky. At least we're gonna try. We are going to try anyway. The other thing is, they've got trial on the 14th, and I need some of your guys' suggestions on how to do a couple of things. I'm not sure how to get discovery and subpoena witnesses and that kind of thing. Can anybody hear me? See, there's a couple people coming in now. There's somebody. Washington, hello. Good to see you. I'm going to see if I can get my chat to scroll, because I'm going to be making some venison jerky here in a minute. James, send a motion to the prosecutor at their office. Okay, yeah, I was told I need to motion for discovery, but I mean, can I just write that on a notepad and tell them what I want, or do I have to have a certain form or something? File it with the clerk at the courthouse. Yeah, Washington, I don't know if you saw the video from last week or not, but this was a roadkill. We went and picked it up, and we're making some usable stuff out of it. There was some damage to some meat, but we scraped off what we could, and we got probably, I don't know, by the time we're all done, we probably got about 60 or 80 pounds of meat. We're going to, there's a couple of people in the neighborhood that we're going to give some to, and then put some in our freezer, and we're just waiting for the next one to get ran over, and this one will fill our freezer and our neighbors. And then the next one we're going to go get, and we'll cut that up and donate it to whoever we can. You can... Okay, thanks, James. Basically what I'm doing right now is I got my pen, I got my pad of paper and my knives. I'm just writing some notes on... I'm just trying to write myself some notes and get planned to get this ball rolling on Monday, and then trial is on the 14th at 9 a.m. Oh, computer paper? Yeah, I don't have any of that. All I have is lined paper right now, but I can just write some notes and figure out what's going on, and then I can transfer it off or make it official or whatever. Whatever. The chat is not scrolling. I have to use my thumb. James, because I didn't know anything about it. I was trying to find an attorney that would help me out, and was unable to secure one, so I'm doing this by myself. And I just heard about this the other day, that to see what evidence they're going to present against me and all that stuff, there has to be discovery, which I guess that means I just chat with the prosecutor and see what they got against me, against them, or something. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. write on wax paper. You lost me there, James. Hey, Stephen. As long as our government remains honest, you have a good shot at justice. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. So am I. Yeah, I thought he said wax paper. Actually, usually processing deer, I do write on wax paper. Um, but today I'm using freezer bag. Well, for this deer, I used Ziploc freezer bags. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go cut a chunk off that and bring it over here, and I need to figure out what kind of brine I'm gonna use. Let me show you what I'm working with here. Hold on. Got a little splash of soy sauce. That's the seasonings I got, guys. I probably got salt and pepper and I don't know, something else there, but what is this? This is stuff that we had a catch and cook last weekend, and Noman Nesio and his wife came over, and he bought these seasonings to use for venison tacos and then left them behind, but we got that. Seasoned meat tenderizer. Got to be careful with these little buggers. They actually pack kind of a kick. We got maple smokehouse. Of course, the Franks. I ate that shit on everything. Some sea salt. Some Worcestershire sauce. A little splash of soy sauce. And then, what did I do with the, oh yeah. Put it over there. And then we got some liquid smoke. What I do is I cut it all up, and then I marinate it for a day or two, and then use toothpicks, and I cook it in the oven. Hey, Central Indiana, what's up, brother? For thousands of years, India was the richest nation on earth because spices were money. Oh yeah. Today, about 85% of our spices come from India. Wow, did not know that. Let me try pushing a button again and see if I can get this chat to scroll properly. We'll see. Okay. But I got to figure out which ones of those to use and how much of each and all that. Well, first I got to go cut up some deer. I'm not monetized. YouTube can't do much to me. I'll kind of block it. Where'd my knife go? It's over there. Okay, I'm back. You. Hold on, I gotta get a towel. Okay, I'm back again. I'm gonna catch up on the chat real quick. Ooh, 3 people in here. Trade is good, Stephen. It's good with people that do that. Is that part of most of the? Oh, really, Jim the trucker? So we send we send this to India, and then they mix it together and send it back to us. That's that's nice. I I see what you're saying, Steve. Uh, Social majority. Right. Okay. Probably not going to be able to keep up on the chat for a second. As long as it scrolls on its own, I'll be able to read it. But all right, let's see here. I'm gonna cut that into something we can make jerky with. Quit watching the camera. Watch your fingers. Oh, I gotta get a good knife sharpener. And I'll make a couple pieces of jerky. Ooh. Wow. Come on, knife. Lay him like a fish. That'll make a decent piece of jerky. All right, we're gonna put them in the bowl. Oh, whoops. Okay, I'm gonna finish my cigarette and catch up on the chat for a second. I'm all the way at the end, guys. Oh, AK Mommy, or AK Sis. What's up, girl? Northern Corruption. Alaska is still dark. Not raining. AK, we are making venison jerky, and we're trying to get some ideas on how I do request some stuff that I need from the courts. I'm defending myself on Thursday for my trial, and I need to figure out how to do discovery and subpoena my witnesses and whatnot. But mostly we're making venison jerky. Yeah, I to talk to Chris. I think Chris might be planning on being here Thursday. I'd like to talk to him before that, though, if that's the Chris I'm thinking. Now, Northern Corruption, is there a time limit? Is there a time limit with that? Is it 24, 48 hours? When is the deadline for that, I guess, is what I'm asking. Yes, please, AK. Oh, you know what? I have it. We did that last time. We text back and forth a couple times. I forgot about that. I do have it. I'll text him and see what. Okay, I'm gonna slide you guys back. I'm gonna try to watch the chat. Hopefully, it scrolls on its own. It's not scroll. Oh, yep, it scrolled. Yay. thinking shorter, you know. I want real long jerky sticks, I don't think. So we'll go like that. Ooh, that's a baby one. There we go. Hey, NorCal. We are making venison jerky. We gotta take a poll and see how much of what seasoning um, to use. Though we'll see once we get the meat cut up. If anybody's still here, we'll take votes on how much of what. I did cheat though. I do have. I'll show you in a minute, but I do have some in the refrigerator that's been marinating since yesterday. It'll work. What do they say with jerky? You want to go with the grain or against the grain? I don't remember. I guess it really doesn't matter, but they say one way or another is better. Um, yeah, I'm expecting it. Northern corruption. Okay, against the grain. So that means this would be. So we want to go this way. So the short grains. Okay. Okay. So I think we want to go kind of thin. Well, we'll see. A little bit of an angle, maybe. That's a dinky little. That'll be a snack piece. That'll be done. That'll be the first one done. Hmm. Some of them are a little different sizes and stuff, but it'd be all right. Oh, what's left over here? Oops. See what we have here. We have. Looks like somebody attacked this part with a machete. We're gonna fillet him like a fish. Oh, my squirrel. On a probation violation, you're most likely. Oh yeah, I know. I know, Northern. I'm fucked. Oop, I missed that last comment. Something about making jerky. It wasn't good or something. We'll see it as soon as it scrolls. Hmm. Oh, there, oh, Okay, AK. I'll mail you some. Discovery is a little different in every state. It's what they say it is. Yeah. Yeah. El Chapo said. Oop, I didn't get to read all that before it went away. I'll get it in a second. Okay, what am I going to do with this one, guys? Should I go little round chunks? Which would be basically little like that, or should I try cutting it this way? Where is that? Nah, you know what? We're gonna do it this way. Oops, another test piece. My bad. That'll be alright. Oops, that one's thin. Then we'll do this one this way. We'll just mix it up a little bit. That one doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, all right. Oop. All right, somebody get the number for 911 handy. I'll lose a finger here in a minute. Oh well. Okay. Time for a break. Did they BAC you when they violated you? Yes. Northern Corruption, they did do a breathalyzer when they came to my house that night. Stephen, you know, I don't think it's necessarily quite as much the law that's the issue. I think it's more the enforcers and how they interpret and the way they enforce what they consider to be the law that's the problem. Okay, I will be right back, guys. I gotta make a cigarette. Oh, okay, I'm back. Yes, they BAC'd me. Yeah, it seems like you have to have one of their private handbooks to be able to interpret the law. Whoa, sorry, I missed a lot of comments, guys. Yeah, they do allow a lot of drugs to come into the state. Yeah. Um, yeah, but Stephen, I mean, which person do you consider average? Is the average person the, you know, the one that took law school and blah blah blah? For them, that's average. For us, the average person is, factory worker and stuff. It's all open to interpretation. Exactly, AK. Exactly, AK. I mean, the laws were designed to protect the public, but what's happened over the years is, the people that enforce it have just manipulated it to where, you know, if you don't know you're being taken advantage of, how are you going to fight against it? Exactly, Stephen. Exactly. No shot at understanding it if you're average, unless you have uh, law degrees and stuff. The way they write that stuff up is like a foreign language sometimes. Why didn't I go to jail when they whatted me?
Breathalyzed you.
Oh, Stephen, because they have to. It's not up to the cops and the probation officer. It's up to the judge. They breathalyzed me, and then he turned it in. Um, it's a process. They can't just. I guess I don't know. Exactly, AK. I mean, 90% of, well, maybe not 90%, but a large percentage of people go through their day to day lives and they see their rights being violated and taken away from them, and they just have no clue. They think that's the way things are supposed to be, or they don't care. And okay, yeah, you start with the little ones, then you get to the bigger ones and the bigger ones, and, eventually, then what? I don't know. Yes, Northern corruption. I agree. Um, yep, that's for sure, AK. You know, just bystanders. You get some guy in the back seat of a car says, "Screw you! I'm not giving ID." What happens? Everybody gets pulled out of the car, handcuffed, leaned on the curb or on the back of the car while they do their investigation and blah blah blah. People driving by say, "Oh, they bad guys. They must have robbed us something." Or yeah, exactly. Kim woke up, guys.
Hi, guys.
Sorta. She's making coffee.
Hello, everyone.
That's true, Stephen. But part of that is also um, on a day-to-day basis, a majority of people are not allowed or required to think for themselves. I mean, most jobs, your boss tells you, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this, and you just go through that process doing stuff. But a majority of people in the world are told what to do on a day-to-day basis, whether it's by their boss, their spouses, their kids, their you know right, Stephen. There's a lot of people out there that would rather just have their decisions made for them and go along with whatever they're told. I agree. And there's nothing wrong with some of that. I mean, there's some days that I'm glad that I just go do what I do. Somebody tells me, "Hey, get this stuff done," and I just go through mechanically and do it. But then there's other days that things don't seem right, or I want to do something different. So I'm kind of on both sides of that fence. AK Sis says hello to you, Kim.
Oh, to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, AK. Love you, girl.
Let's see. I wonder how much. How much jerky? Oh no, we're not there yet. We need 2 or 3 times that much yet. Oh, finish my cigarette and then I'm gonna start cutting again. By the way, guys, I did cheat. I think I told you that already, but last night when I was cutting up deer, I got a bunch in here. It's well, I'm not going to show you the other side because I don't know if they, but it's just a pre-made marinade in a bag. It's got kind of a sweet flavor to it. We'll see how that turns out, but that's the stuff we're going to be putting in the oven tonight to start cooking. And then this stuff that we're cutting up now, we're going to figure out which ones of these seasonings and how much we want to put in. I agree, Stephen. I used to be like that. I used to think, oh, what they say is right. What they know what they're talking about there, but I learned that's not the case in a lot of situations. Exactly. You're not innocent until proven guilty. You're guilty until you prove yourself innocent. I agree with that 100%. Well, and I hate to bring this up because this is kind of a touchy area, but I mean, a lot of people are raised from being little children that way, and I'm going to say the word religion teaches you from when you're very young. I mean, obey. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that, and I'm going to change the subject because, yeah. So I know I'm going to put in some liquid smoke. And put in some sea salt. Might as well use that last little splash of soy sauce. That's not going to be, yeah. And then some Worcestershire. I would like to put some Franks in it, but I'm not 100% sure on that yet. Yes, Stephen, I agree.
I got a question for you.
Northern.
I'll ask you later.
Hey, El Jefe. Northern, I can't talk about that. What you doing, El Jefe? We're making venison jerky and talking about
Hi, LFA.
how bad I'm going to get screwed on Thursday. Yep, that's what we're doing. We're taking today off and hanging at the house and making venison jerky. To be honest, the auditing, cop watching movement has shocked me. I never thought I would see so many Americans exercising and defending our rights. Yes, Stephen. I mean, I guess I hope that's true. I think we're just seeing more of it with the video cameras and YouTube and stuff. I don't think there's nearly enough people at this point. We're losing. We are losing every day, and a lot of the police departments and the cops and stuff have gotten to the point where they say, well, you know what? He's videotaping me. I'm still going to violate his rights. And worst thing I'm going to get is possibly a couple of paid days off. And that's about it. I mean, it's been proven over and over and over. You videotape cops or public officials doing dirty, and what's the consequences? Really nothing. Maybe they get a finger shook at them, or worst case scenario, they get a couple of paid days vacation, and then they go right back to work and do the same thing. We just there don't seem to be enough of us to have an effect. Exactly, LFA. There's a lot of people that don't.
The cops don't suffer.
I agree completely, El Jefe.
The ones who videotape get a stiffer penalty.
Oh, okay, I'm back. Sorry, I forgot to tell you I was leaving. I don't know who that is, Stephen.
No, you're not getting a hot dog.
Oh no, here we go again.
Every waking moment, he thinks he gets a hot dog.
You guys gotta watch this. This is entertaining. We're gonna have a domestic dispute here in a minute. Help you with something?
You're not getting a hot dog. No. You need to go to Hot Dogs Anonymous.
With his allergy stuff, he takes his Benadryl in hot dogs, and since then he's become kind of a jerk about getting his hot dogs. I'll watch for a second and see what happens.
No. No. Alright, I can't put up with the little sad-eyed look.
Damn vicious bully pit bulls always get in their way. One have a bad reputation. He doesn't even chew them.
He chews them a little bit, long enough to get the taste in his mouth, and then he swallows them. Now that's enough. You don't get no more. Don't give me no sad eyes, because you know I fall for that every time.
And the thing is, guys, in about 10 minutes, he'll be running around the house, bouncing, kicking people, throwing a tantrum because he wants another hot dog.
No. You're done. You've had enough for today.
Help you with something?
You gotta eat dinner at 6, so no more nothing. You gotta have an empty belly, so you can eat your dinner.
How you like it? Well, he's walking on my feet. Oh, wow, I fell way behind in the comments. Sorry, guys.
Pay attention to what you're doing.
Genetically,
man.
auditors and cop watchers are the very tiny percentage of our population. I agree, Stephen. And like I've always called myself cannon fodder. I consider myself cannon fodder because you know what? My voice and my camera are not going to be listened to very much. When I go out there and I film something, I get in disagreements or whatever happens, and then I show you guys what happened, and I think you guys are the ones that make the big difference. Because you know me, if I sit there and tell a cop to kiss my ass because he can't give me orders and stuff, and he becomes a bully and this, that, and the other, who cares? What actually makes the difference is when other people out there start calling and saying, "Hey, I'm watching what's happening. I don't like this. This isn't right." When they get enough people that are contacting them saying, I just watched that, or I saw what happened, this isn't right, that's what makes the difference. Me standing there with a camera, all it does is give you guys a view of what's happening. They don't care what I have to say, they just, well, whatever. But it's when them and their bosses start getting the phone calls to say, hey, I just saw something. I don't know if anybody from Alaska is still here, but for instance, I just saw, call their bosses and say, hey, I just saw a police canine being drugged by his neck out of a police station as he was laying down. And, that makes me angry. That's the kind of stuff that makes a difference. Me standing there with a camera filming them doing stupid shit, they don't care. Well, and it's not necessarily 100% that also, Stephen. I know a lot of people that would love to be doing it, but, their cautious side, they see what happens. I mean, people have to support their family, their kids, this kind of stuff, and being in debt for court fees and losing your job because you were arrested and locked up for 2 weeks while they wait to see if you were okay telling the cop to fuck off or not. There's a lot more people out there that would, but shy away from the consequences, which I can't blame at all. Exactly, Stephen. Exactly. Like I said, I think what's most important is the viewers, the people that watch the videos, making, excuse me, sending voicemails to the superiors, getting on Facebook and posting comments and making phone calls. That's what makes the difference. I'm sorry, guys. I know they say, oh, that's harassment, blah, blah, blah. What the heck does somebody in Texas have to do with the Elkhart Police Department? Why are you calling me talking crap, blah, blah, blah? But I think that's the important part of it, because my voice alone does not make a difference. I show you guys what's going on. You guys make your decisions and decide whether you can or are willing to. And there are a lot of people out there that actually can't get out there and video and have the confrontations and take the risk that do get involved with the emails and phone calls and stuff like that I think make this group or this cause effective, because without everybody else we're just some idiot standing on the corner with a camera. Oop, fell behind in the chat again. Amazing thing to me is so many people actually do. I missed what we were talking about there. Northern Corruption. Good looking. Hooch. Oh yeah, Chopper. Yeah, he's a rescue. His owner was a jerk. Oh, he gets downright rude about his hot dogs sometimes. He gets downright rude. A very powerful form of leadership. Not sure what you're talking about there, Stephen, but my opinion is actually kind of the opposite. We don't need powerful leaders. We need, what's the word I'm looking for? We need leaders that understand and know about people and what people go through and what's hard for people, what's good for people. Somebody that's powerful that just says, okay, this is how it is, this is how it is, this is how it is the opposite, I think, of what we need. We need people that are willing to say, okay, I know what the situation is. What's the best way to, you know, to fix it? But that's just me. I don't know. Jingy, what's up? I'm not sure who Mark Stevens is. Basically, what it comes down to is I'm trying to figure out how to do discovery and subpoena my witnesses that I want in court on the 3rd because I'm defending myself. Well, there's no defending. I'm representing myself in court. Thursday, yeah. I'm representing myself in court, and I just need to figure out how to do discovery and subpoena some witnesses. And I don't know how to do that, so I guess we're just going in blind and see what happens. Sheeple are thinking people need different forms of leadership. You know, I kind of believe that a little bit, Stephen. I mean, it all depends on where you are, what situation you live in, the type of area, and the way the standards are. I don't think somebody in Texas, for instance, and I'm going to go with an extreme here. I don't think a millionaire with a yacht in Texas can properly represent um, the people that are, you know, living on the streets or living in rental housing or, you know, living paycheck to paycheck for their groceries, feeding kids. And I think each individual class, and by class I mean their living situations, needs different representation. If that makes any sense at all. I don't even know. I'm coming up with this off the top of my head, so it doesn't even really sound like it's making sense to me. I don't know. Basically, in a nutshell, I don't think one person that doesn't live in another person's shoes can say this is what's best for them. Anyway, anybody that just got here, we're making jerky. That's a dead deer piece over there. We got some of it chopped into little pieces. You know, we got some marinade stuff. We got some more under here. And then we got to get some more off that. But we're making jerky. Your point actually ends after you say I think. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty much done with the house today. And the laundry today. I'm gonna relax.
I agree, Stephen. But I mean, okay, what? So a sheeple is basically somebody that just follows the crowd, follows the majority without thinking or acting for themselves. They just kind of like that guy standing in the middle of a group of people that has no idea what the conversation is about, and every time somebody looks at him says, "Yeah, well, yep, I agree." And then thinking people are the thinking people are the, I don't know, the ones that do other things. Not sure where I was going with that. $33%. Yeah. I haven't heard of that one. What is it, Jingy? Oops. My scrolling shut off. 16 steps for beating judges like a rug. I'll Google that. Okay. I will Google that. Holy cow, I've been on over an hour now. Still 8 people in here? 9, cool. Brian, how's it going, brother? We're making venison jerky. Fafignugan? I agree. How you holding up, Brian? Real Jingy. YouTube that video produced by a guy from Hawaii. Okay. I got it wrote down. Yeah. Yeah, Northern Corruption, I know. That's why I'm just going to be my own attorney. That way it doesn't cost any extra money and whatnot. And, I mean, the most he can give me is 5 months, I think, because the maximum on the sentence was 180 days. Held in whatever the phrase is for that. I've done about 30 of it, so I can do another 150 days. Is the max that he can do, which is pretty much what I'm expecting. There is no deals. There's no deals. They don't want to. That's why it's trial on Thursday. It's guilty or innocent. There is no deal. It's all up to the judge on what he decides the punishment is, which is going to be an undetermined amount of jail time at this point. I'll be right back, guys. doing, fat dog? Okay, I'm back. Mark Stevens. Okay. Thank you, Real Jingy. Wait a minute, let me oh. Yeah, absolutely, Stephen. Uh, Freedom is not the path of least resistance. It's a bumpy road. It's continuously fighting. Brian, the judge told me on the 24th when I was there. Um, he told us all to come prepared because there is no postponements, there's no delays. Um, we are having trial on the 14th. Hey, Real Ginny, the problem is not it's not the that I committed a crime. Um, their accusations are that I did not follow their modified rules. I guess is the best way to say that. I understand, Brian. I'll text you. Anybody that wants to say hello, my guess is there's an Elkhart officer, maybe a somebody from the probation department, and possibly somebody from the prosecutor's office in this stream right now. If anybody would like to say hello to them. Motion to it. Now, is that something I do when I go in on the 14th, or is that something I do beforehand, Brian? The thing is, the JAMA audits. Um, that's the only city court and city court judge here. I mean, they would have to transfer it to county or someplace out of the city of Elkhart. I don't know. Oh, okay, I got you, Brian. Yeah, I'm gonna take the paperwork to show that. I don't know if that's something I need to give them in discovery before I can present it in court, or if that's something that I can just take to court with me and say, "Hey, look, see." Motion to dismiss on lack of adjudication. Okay. Right, Brian. I think they may have, but it's the same judge. I think the same judge um, does does all of that here. Real Genie, I'm going to try to look him up. I got his name wrote down after I'm done with this live stream. Uh, Talon, it's a trial for a probation violation. Yeah, Northern. I signed a paper with him. Northern Corruption, the 24th was apparently the first step. Um, I went in and they asked me if I wanted their lawyer. I told him no, I was going to try to get my own. He gave me 3 weeks. I haven't been able to come up with a lawyer, so I'll be representing myself, and I'm just trying to figure out how to do what is that called again? The discovery um, for the trial. But I guess the 24th was the whatever you call the pre-trial or the I guess that was the 24th. He asked me about an attorney. I said, well, I'd like to try to find one. He said, okay, I'm putting in a not guilty plea for you, and we'll see you on the 14th for trial. I'm hoping that helps, Brian. I really am. Yeah, real Jingy. I've got a couple of things that I'm going to bring up. I can't get real. I can't say too much. There's a couple of things I'm going to bring up though. Um, Brian, they asked me if I wanted one, if I wanted their court appointed. Um, I told him no, I didn't want him. He did nothing for me last time, refused to talk to me. I told him I was going to try to find my own representation, and I don't have a representative to go in and talk for me, so I will be um, pleading my own case. I'm just not sure how to call witnesses that I want on my side, and I'm not sure how to request discovery from the prosecutor so that I have a little pre-look at what they plan on holding against me. Yeah, I know, Jingy. Yeah, Talon, I agree. I agree. It's better to talk to the judge than let the PO make it. But see, his recommendation is to have the PO's recommendation. He's already told me he's going to recommend I be locked up. I gotta get busy again here, guys. I gotta get some more deer cut up. Here, let's see here. Okay, I found one. Oh, I'll slide you over here a little bit.
Did you save any filters back from that box? I gotta go get filters then.
Yep.
We don't need no tobacco.
Okay.
That's soaking my toe in hot water and helping.
Cool.
It's still fractured, but it don't hurt.
Right. Oops.
I gotta put your stuff in the dryer, but I'm unsure about your jacket because of the inside of it.
Which jacket?
The one that I washed.
The
Camo jacket.
yeah, it should be fine.
I just didn't want it to melt.
Yeah, the other one was the one I was worried about. That one will be all right.
Okay, when I get back, I'm gonna put your laundry in the dryer.
Okay.
I'm not doing nothing to the rest of the house. I'm gonna take a break from everything.
Stephen, I don't know. That's kind of what I'm wondering. I mean, I don't know if they have to be a lawyer or if I can designate it anybody to speak for me, or I don't know.
I shall return with the filter.
How do I want these pieces of jerky, guys? Do I want them long or do I want them short? I guess we'll make them long. Maybe a little chewier because that's with the grain, but that's all right. There's a little. Ah. See, now if I had a decent grinder, I'd be putting a lot of this stuff through it, but I don't have a grinder at all, so. Ah, darn it. Sorry, I can't see the chat right now. I don't even know if anybody's still there at the moment. I'll be back in a minute, though. Here.
Still feels like it could snow out there.
Chilly out there, huh?
Yeah. So I don't have to reach back over you. I'll put your wallet right here.
Okay. That one might make a couple of steaks. We'll make them into jerky anyway. Okay. Oh, we got one person left, maybe. I'll clean off my hands a little. Shut this off, take a break, and then get back to work.
You say it's all right to put your jacket in the dryer,
Yeah.
correct? Okay.
Thanks, Stephen. And everybody. Northern Corruption, Real Jingy, AK. And I'm going to shut this off, and I will talk to you guys at another date in another place. You all have a great one.